So I always wanted to get it from somebody's perspective who lived here during the disaster of Hurricane Katrina. And you know, you hear a lot of shit in the news about this happened, but you don't never get it directly from the people that were here, the people that were directly affected with that tragedy, you know what I mean? And I remember seeing on the news, I was locked up in the juvenile detention center when this happened. I remember seeing, that's how long ago, and I remember seeing it on the news, people sitting on roofs and like trapped, like couldn't go nowhere, like
shit,
trapped.
My grandpa, that nigga said he had to swim from where we stayed at Uptown to the Superdome. That shit probably a good 15 minutes in the cup.
He swam hold on. 15 minutes in the car to get there, he swam that? Fam was swimming for an hour.
Shit,
hour and a half.
He said he kept stopping, he was tired.
Wow, bro. And as far as like with the reconstructing of the buildings, like a lot of shit got fucked up, right? Like
everything,
majority of the city.
Yeah.
Wow. And they had to rebuild it. Did they open up like a lot of opportunities out here, or did it just create chaos?
It took so long for the city to rebuild, you know. That shit wouldn't want to.
I see right now that they're still rebuilding.
Yeah, it's still, you know.
They're still putting it back together.
So.
And as far as this hurricane, what do you think about it with Katrina? I was talking to you earlier about it, and I said, you know what, we definitely gotta talk about that on camera. What do you feel about it? You mentioned about the government.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody know they blew the levees up. You know what I'm saying?
So they blew the walls up. So if you don't know about Katrina, Katrina was a major flood. It was more of the flood than the hurricane, because the hurricane was bad. What was it, like category?
It was a category 5. The hurricane was bad, but
it was more the water.
It tore shit up. It was more the water that really like messed everything up. You know what I'm saying? Because the rain and everything had stopped by the time, you know, everything with the hurricane part was over.
Right.
You know?
And so the whole hurricane part was over when the dam, so the dam bust after the hurricane was over.
The dam broke on like day 3.
Wow. So you feel like it was a conspiracy, somebody blew it up to flood the city, probably clean up the city or what?
Because they've been doing a lot of like gentrification, you know, pushing all the black people out here in the east.
Properties and shit. They try to take over property, try to take over cities and shit. Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
Buying people out at low rates, you know what I'm saying? Selling them bitches for all the houses upside my house.
I noticed that a majority, like you can literally go down streets here and the whole street is full of abandoned houses.
Yeah, that's how it should. This the east. This is what they pushing all the black people to. It ain't like that uptown. Them houses, $1 million houses now. You feel me?
Right.
They making all that shit high. The value of land uptown is high. Downtown, around the Superdome and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the city for real.
So basically, they're trying to buy everybody out from uptown.
Gentrification.
Okay. Wow.
No, every city
That's
deep. They doing that shit in Fort Lauderdale right now.
Absolutely. They do it. And the thing is, we can get into conspiracies, but the government does all type of shit.
Right.
All type of shit. From man-made viruses to
all that shit.
All that shit. But that's like a deep subject.
Mm-hmm.
We could be talking for days about that. Now, how did it affect you? Like, what affected you during that hurricane? Did you lose, power? How long?
Nah, we evacuated, and then, like normally, my grandparents them from Mississippi, or my mama, she from Mississippi. So we went to Mississippi. That should normally take like an hour and 30 minutes. That shit took 9 hours to get there. You feel me?
In traffic.
But they still got hit by the hurricane too. They ain't had no lights in there. So we still was without power and shit, you know what I'm saying? Rain and shit, But we didn't get stuck in the flood. That was the only difference. You know what I'm saying? So
that shit was
still
crazy.
The same shit. They ain't had no
I remember hearing they opened up the Superdome for that. They opened up the whole Superdome for people to come in.
So many people homeless and shit, homeless people, fucking people were stranded, stuck,
Yeah.
because it was mandatory evacuation.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. It's crazy, bro.